Hello everyone, my name is Yoav Waxman and I'm Professor of Economics at Coastal Carolina University. And today I want to talk to you about how to structure your course by making your course clear, consistent, and captivating. So let's begin with the idea of clear. For a course to be clear, you should indicate what the first steps are so students know what to do as soon as you begin the program. You should include your syllabus and introduction. And the introduction could be in text, but it can also be a video that shows them how the course works. You should use section titles and label so it's clear to the students where each section starts and what are the goals for each section and where each lesson starts. And finally, you should post the dates for each assignment. Let's look at an example by looking at one of my courses. This is a course I created for macroeconomics. As you can see at the top of the course, there is the three first steps that students must take. We need to read the syllabus, they should introduce themselves, and they need to take a quiz on the syllabus, which is a great way to get students to learn what's on the syllabus and also practice taking the quiz. Below includes some helpful resources. The course is divided into three sections, section 1, 2, and 3. And on top of each section, there's a label, and that includes a picture, some information about the section so the students know what to anticipate, and finally, the student learning objective or learning goals so the students know what they need to get out of the session. Below it, we have labels for each of the lessons. And at the end of each section, the students take a homework assignment, a practice test, then the actual exam. Labels could be added in Moodle or most other learning management system by turning editing on, which is a sprocket wheel on the top right corner. Then going to the bottom of that section, adding an activity or resource. And then choosing a label. And when you create a label, you can do just about anything. You can add text, you can add images, you can even add videos. And in Moodle, you do it by clicking on the downward arrow. But I'm just going to say, for simplicity, lesson 4. I can underline it, bold it, and pick a different color. And once I save and return to the course, I'm going to see that label at the bottom of the section, and I can move it anywhere I want. You can also do the same thing with the section titles. You can click on Edit, Section Title. And as you can see here, you can add images. Again, you can do it by clicking on a downward arrow, and there are images, videos. You can even add recording. You can add text in any color or size. And then I would recommend adding the student learning objective or student learning goals for each of your section. For consistency, I recommend using a similar structure for each lesson. I recommend what's called the REPA method, which is asking students to read something, engaging them through video, podcast, infographic, or another media, having them practice the material, perhaps using a game or a quiz that's not per point, and finally assessing the students. So the students get to engage with the material before they get to the formal assessment. I also recommend sending students regular reminders. You can use an application called Reminder, or you can actually use a template in Outlook and have a separate tutorial about that. And also providing feedback on every test. So if you go back to the course, You can see that each lesson is divided into text, a video. The students can read the notes, then they play a game, and after they've done all of that, they get assessed on their understanding of the material. For the review session, I allow them to do it 3 times, and each time they get some feedback, so they get some, if they don't get the correct answer, they get a hint as to how to solve the problem. With the homework assignment at the end of the section, they get 2 attempts, and with a test, of course, they only get 1 attempt. I also recommend making your course captivating. One of the hardest things is to keep students engaged in an online environment. And you can keep your course captivating by using a variety of open educational resources. I have a tutorial about doing that as well. Using a variety of media like videos, podcasts, and infographics. I'm going to include a tutorial on that as well in this playlist. Gamifying a course, which means adding games to your course. And then as an example, if we go back to the course, you can see that each lesson there is a video, which I use, created by using Zoom or Prezi. There is a practice. So for example, if they click on practice number 6, it takes them to a quizzes where they get to answer the question and compete with their colleagues. And then I also added a variety of pictures. And you can also create infographic using Canva, add podcasts, and have tutorials for each one of those things. So to summarize, this tutorial taught you how to make your class clear, consistent, captivating. And by doing so, you can keep the student engaged and make sure that they stay on track and process the material in an online environment. If you have any comments or questions, please add them below. And have a good day.